What is up, guys? I am trying to get this set up. In the process of tinting some more side marker lights, tail marker lights. Which thank goodness he don't want the headlights or anything like that done. He just texted me and decided that he wanted them done, so I haven't even made it to the four-wheeler plastic yet. I got to have this one done and that one probably by Thursday or Friday. He's going to a big event. Hey, how's it going? Trying to get this bad boy done for him. I don't know if you guys ever had the 3M scrapers or the squeegees. These are for window tint or just anything. They're fairly flexible. I've got some that are a lot harder than that, but I have a lady that I'm friends with that works for 3M, and she sends me these. And the last go around she just sent them free. It was a box, and they'll last me a year, but it's got the real fine paper, and one end's got kind of like wax. I don't use it that often, but all you do is take your 3M deal, and that way this will wear out a lot faster, plus it's not going to scratch your window film. You can just about do anything you want to do with it, and it'll just glide. And most of the time it works fairly decent. Somewhere I've got a heat gun around here. Let's see if I can't find it. Hopefully I haven't taken it to the house. Hold on one second. I'm kind of walking in circles this morning. Sorry about that. I'm looking for a heat gun. Good deal. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right. Thanks. Product for the Challenger, guys. The Hellcat. So it got here quick. Let's just open it up and check it out. See if I can't jab myself. As soon as I get the money, I may order me a set of these. The only thing is they're pretty pricey on these things. Holy crap. I don't know which ends be better, but I kind of rather spend the money on the airbrush part, get the joker on my felt and stuff. I've got a guy that does it, and I got to get a hold of him this week, and he told me if I got it sent off to him that little wiring kit, which is whoo boy. And it's got instructions how to put them on there. It's not really a big deal to do these. I tell you guys that. And check it out, guys. This is for your door seals. It lights up, and they're very well built. This guy builds the better ones, I think. I don't know where he gets his material and stuff, but he'll make just about anything for you. And this all lights up. So he'll be pretty stoked that I got him for his rally deal. So just measuring them out and getting them put in. Shoot, I ordered them Friday and they're here today, so that tells you how quick. And then he sends all the hardware and little instructions, and he started out like you and I, guys. He's a very down to earth guy. I'm friends with him on Facebook. The installation's fairly easy. You just take your old kick plates. This is, I don't know if you can see it very well. This is the guy I got them from. I don't know if that's backwards to you guys or if you can see it. And let me take you over to the car. Let me pull the cover back. Cool, I'm glad. Alright, let me take you over to the car. Hopefully I can do this without losing you guys. What you do is you cut your original, I don't know if you can see, it's not going to let me, but I've got it the best I can. But you cut, you measure, of course, get it even here and here, and then you cut your door plate out, and it'll fit right in there. And it's fairly simple. And then he I don't know if they powder coated or what, but he does an awesome job. And he told me he'll do any custom. It's a little bit more. These were like I believe $300 total was the cost, because the guy wanted them quick. I think they're like $240. You still, I think you have to pay the tax and that, but like I said, he gives you all the hardware and everything, and then all you have to do is measure it out on the door seals. What I usually do is measure everything, get it set, put my tape out, and then I'll either take a Dremel and cut it out or something like that. Yeah, I think they are too, sweet myself. They just, the only thing I really don't care about that I've noticed, and they all do it, but if you got mud, of course I don't have, try not to, or I'll change my shoes if I get into my car. These grooves in here, if you don't watch, will fill with mud and gunk, and that's what I tell all my customers. You got to be careful. If it's an everyday driver, you really need to watch the mud and stuff, because it will get in here. Hey, how's it going? Guys that don't have blue wrenches and that, I'm not on the computer right now, but I appreciate you watching, and if I can, I will I'll get you a blue wrench just as soon as I can. I'm also in the process of tinting side marker lights, and what I do, I don't know if, hey, what's up, David? I buy my film for my lights and stuff in rolls, and this, it's deceiving, it's kind of wrinkly, but it's got the film on both sides, or the film on both sides, to where you peel it back, and then you stick it, and then as you go, to cut it out or whatever, this is what it is. And if you'll notice, there's some bubbles and stuff stuff down in through here, I just take my heat gun and just heat it up a little bit and get it as best I can, and then in a couple days or so, or a week, it'll eventually all go away. It looks pretty rough, but that's just the nature of this stuff. It's, you know, and I try to tell all my customers, and I have them sign a waiver that I'm not responsible for any of the laws and things. They know it's illegal, and yeah, that's what I do too. And sometimes it's, you know, you got to explain to them, you know, that. And I had a young man that got pulled over. He decided he was going to do a gnarly burnout in front of his buddies, and we was all in a group, and he got pulled over. I had tinted his windows dark, and he'd opened the door, and the cop he was very offended by it, and the kid told him he wasn't going to roll him down because we just tinted him. And luckily, you know, he got out of it. He was in a state over up towards Branson, and, you know, if the cop would have wanted to, he could have made him peel that window film off. I've seen that happen. Here, if it's illegal, you could either, they'll write you a ticket, or if you'll peel it off right there, they'll let you go. But I've seen guys, you know, tear it back and then bring it back to me and pay me, you know, a little extra to go ahead and fix that one window. But I've had a couple of them guys come to me, and, you know, some states are that way. You peel it off, and, you know, and that's what I told him. I said, you're lucky he didn't have you peel them all the way around. I've seen that happen where, you know, you got to take a little bit of it off, and sometimes that crap's hard to get off. But I'm in the process of trying to get this the best I can. He's one of my better customers, and he just keeps, the list keeps getting better and better, so I'm not complaining. Find me a garbage can here. Crap, all mine are full, guys. Janitor's not doing his job. Let me grab the other one. If you're a little sideways, I got you on a bunch of tape measure and my prep all, and I had to improvise a little. This is what the light looked like before. There's that stuff I was telling you, I just peel it back. And that way you can get all your wrinkles and stuff out of it. I like taking the lenses off. It's a cleaner. Now, I have done a few of them on the car because but it's just cleaner. I know I got plenty of time to do this. The taillight ones are the ones that are going to be the difficult, or I should say the lower in the back of the car. He don't want the taillights, thank goodness. Most of the kids around want that, but I had it done for a while on my other car. But let me show you something. This is 1 year with the tint on it, guys, and if you'll look, it's all cracked and brittle. This plastic just, I think there's so much heat back here and stuff that when you peel it off and that for some reason the sunlight and that'll get to it. And I helped this along a little bit because I'd used some alcohol on it, but the minute the alcohol, and I've never had any trouble, but on my, thank goodness it was on my tail lights, but the minute I put that alcohol on after I had the tint, it started cracking and that, so I knew I needed to stop. And thank goodness it was on my car, and I was going to replace the tail lights anyway to LEDs. But just so you know, and it may have been, you know, the film, I had a very dark film on it. I don't know if that had a lot to do it, and it was very thick, but it was definitely an eye-opener. So I watch what I clean the taillights and things now with. I know I don't use alcohol on them anymore. And I had a buddy tell me he used acetone on a set of headlights one time, and he said the acetone just, he said within a matter of seconds, you know, it screwed them up. So you just gotta watch, trial and error, I guess. But I don't like errors. I just, somewhere I've got a heat gun around here. Actually, I have two. Okay, I'm back. For those of you that seen my car the other night and the lights and stuff I have in there, this is the way they come out of the car. And I don't know, I was telling you guys, you know, we heat these up and pull them apart, or we cut them in here. This is one we've done, and it's rough right now, but this is the butyl. I don't know if you can see it, see how it's all. This is, I think this is one that somebody else done and we got it, and we're having to go back and redo it. But these are what I was telling you on mine. I hydro dipped all this in here and done this. And then on the newer style Challengers, like what's on the Hellcat, there's a, in this part is it's glass dome, and what we do is send them off and a guy etches them for us on the inside of it, not on the outside because it's rounded. On the inside, if they do it, it won't affect, for some reason, I don't know why, but it won't affect your high-low beams or what. It don't affect anything. You can't even hardly tell that it's there. But one of the other guys that had his done didn't listen, and he had them put it on the outside. Well, by him doing that, for some reason that reflector in there, because it's domed, his beams was off, so he ended up having to go back and get him another set and have him do it on the inside. And that's just a trial and error. And if you know anybody that runs into that, guys, you really need to tell them to make sure, if they have them etched or anything, to have them lights done on the inside, because it's flat on the inside and the outside ones are domed, and it will affect your visibility, I guess is the word I'm looking for. But I just thought I'd throw that out there to you. And hopefully them will come today or tomorrow, and I can show you them also. David, how's it going? Colden Customs in here. Right, got 2 likes. Cool beans. I'm gonna turn this on low. Hopefully it won't affect you guys. You do a lot of them, Colden, doing the marker lights and things? Yeah, that Buick you had in there. Oh, you don't do them in-house? Anymore, I'll do just about anything, but I have a, like I said, I make them sign that I'm not responsible. Yeah, that's what I do, send ours. We don't do them here either. I just... Have you done any of the halo lights or the new digital stuff, or... I think that's what I like about the doing the custom stuff, like the lift kits and different things like that. The Demonize, that's very popular now, and that's what this one is the Demonize, and then we're doing the digital LED, kind of like the old school, what I call the old school the heck they call them. It's not coming to me. They're like the halo lights, I guess, but I don't really think they're halos. They're looks like a bunch of Christmas lights and different things going on. I've done a lot of the Oracle. I've done the wheel lights, I've done the undercar lights, but Oracle got to the point towards the end that they didn't want to warranty anything. Yes, I agree. Yeah, the wheel lights are pretty cool. I've had to go back and redo other people, and I just, people don't understand why I get a little bit irritated, because I see some of the other installations, you know, that if they just took their time just a little bit more, they wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't have had to have it, you know, but there's a couple of them, you know, it was just wiring issues that, you know, they didn't ice seal or try to heat shrink all of my stuff. You know, I learned on the limousine, that was one of my first real screw-ups, and I should have heat shrunk everything. I put the silicone in the light gel or whatever you call it for all the plugs, and I thought it'd be easier just unplugging that, but it didn't matter. So when I got the car back, I cut all the plugs, I put the heat shrink on and soldered them, pulled it up, and then heat shrink everything, and he's not had a problem since. But I guess that's trial and error. Yes, I agree. That's the way it should be. And like I said, I learned when I first got into business, you know, had so much going on, but you got to take the time to do that. And that's kind of like, you know, this here deal was Saturday. We ended up, and I guess it's our fault, but I had to rob all the parts off of this. We had we went ahead and warrantied it. I don't know if this is the one. Yeah, this is, I don't know if you can see down in there, but we should have told her, you know, and she didn't know, and we probably wouldn't have had to warranty it. It was just one of them things we did. She took it to the car wash and washed the motor, and, you know, she told us up front that she washed the motor. Well, she got the controller, the control box, the fuse holder was rusted in there. I just snipped the wires and cut them. And, you know, she'd only had it for 6 months or so, and I know she scrimped and scraped to try to get the money to do it. And so I told my buddy, I said it wasn't a whole lot of money that we were out. You know, we had all the parts, and I said, let's just, you know, let's make it right for her. She didn't know, but I just told him that we need to let her know. And then before she went out of here, you know, like I said, once again, I heat treated everything, and it was one of the first ones I think we did. But, you know, we really didn't have to warranty. But if you look, this plug's got rust and stuff in there too, and this did not want to come apart. But it's no big deal, you know. Maybe what, $3 or so, because I buy so many in bulk. But it's just one of them things that, you know, we both kind of felt sorry for her, and it was something that she'd always wanted, and I know how long it took her to get the money. So like I told him, I said, you know, she'll go back and brag on everybody, you know, because we didn't have to make it right. We could have just said no, you know, but I just told her, you know, you got to watch and take a plastic bag and cover it up, and We still have, I mean, it was working when she left, but the control box that controls all the different stuff on it, she can run 2 settings for now. So if she goes to a car show, she can run them, but like I told her, don't run them a whole lot, you know, in different settings. She'll just, you know, until we get the other box here, she'll just have to live with that for now. And I understand, we all make mistakes, and I guess we should have stressed to her that, you know, it was one of them, maybe I should have, it was just lack of communication. I'm going to grab me a water. Here's another project I've been working on too. This is off of a new Dodge Charger. It's been here for about a month now. It's got that, I can't think what white they call it, but it's high-end paint. I mean, I despise buying it because the customers don't understand. This is my 2nd or 3rd time on this. He's pretty particular, and I told him, you know, the first go around was on me, but if he's not happy with this one, I'll just have him. And that's, once again, I should have, I misunderstood what he had said, and I went ahead and painted it all up and had the Mopar and all that done in black. I painted it, and then what's up, David? It's just one of them deals that I should have just, you know, stuck to my guns and told him no, I wasn't going to do it. But he's a member of the club, and I didn't want any hard feelings there. So, and then I had one that I'd done up in skulls and flames that I let him borrow, and I think that's why he's not in a hurry to get this one back, because he had a lot of comments on it. But I'd even put the lights like mine had on it. I done that for nothing, and put the controller and everything, and he didn't like it. So I said, well, okay, I'll pull it all back off. And you know, we thought that's what he wanted, but looks like I got 3 watching according to my how big is my shop. It's this one here is about 1,200 square foot. I figured by the time I get everything done at the one that I'm moving to the house, I was figuring if I go 24 by 24, it's probably going to be, I think, about 1,500 is what I figured the other day. That you know, I'll get a little bit more square footage, and I can do it my way, to where I'm not. I've got a temporary paint booth here, and because I'm back behind, I've done a lot of research for the city, and being they consider this industrial, I can get by with the paint and stuff, and just have the temporary paint booth like I have it. If I was up front, like the couple of the other custom shops, they had to move their bed liner stuff to the back here, because they can consider it industrial. If they were up front, they would have to do the same thing. They would have to have a full-blown paint booth with all the you know, the fire extinguishers and everything. So how's everybody's Monday going for them? All right, David. Them suck. I moved my thermometer. I don't even know. It's about 75, 80 degrees here. I'm burning up right now. I got the back door open, but hopefully I can keep it open. They're back behind me. They've got a trucking outfit that they go back there and they'll dump dirt, and then they've got a sifter or whatever, and they sift it and all that dust and crap. That's why I got the cover for the Hellcat. That and me painting in here, I didn't want it all over. Pitiful. It's pitiful. I had a big McDonald's lunch, or breakfast I should say, and I'm sitting here thinking what I want for lunch. Normally I bring my lunch, but move you over to the back of the car, and hopefully I won't lose you guys in the process of bottom marker lights. I'm doing the tent and stuff. $9 a.m. That sucks. That's one thing about owning your own business, though. You can, or at least sometimes. See if I can't get you guys, make you a little dizzy here, guys. Try not to screw you around too much. I think you can see there. Use a little alcohol like I told you not to earlier, but got dirt around the plastic. I don't want to get that in a window film. I don't know if you guys can see or not. Try to get you. Later, David. Bear with me, guys. I can say I'm going to have to take that back off and redo it. These little marker lights I hate. They're the world's worst. A lot of times once you get them, I mean, they're good, but you got 2 watching still. This has got some kind of oily film on it. I don't know. If I was a betting man, I bet it's Armor All. What's up, Minion? Sitting here on the floor trying to peel back some more of this film, and I may end up starting over. Most of the time I leave a little bit there that I can grab a hold of, but I peeled part of it back, but hear a lot of grinding in that. I've got neighbors next door that do the granite, and boy, I'd like to have the money that they run through here on granite and stuff. I mean, it's man, this one's kicking my butt. Glad I peeled that back off. I may just start over here. And then the neighbor next to him has a carpet cleaning place, and I try to keep an eye out for him. He's had some undesirables that work for him, and every now and then you'll see him walk over, and they don't realize that I write down every shady character that goes over there. I'll write their number down. A lot of times I'll go to his door and kind of jiggle the door just to see. I don't know if they think they're gonna get in there or what, but he's had a lot of stuff come up missing, tools and stuff, and he thinks it's one of his ex-employees, so he told me to keep an eye out. Yeah, I don't understand, you know, a guy that busts his butt all the time, and then somebody has to come take advantage of and he's just one of them that he'd give the shirt off his back, and he don't even have to know you that well. I think that's why he gets taken advantage of a lot. Well, I think I'm going to move on. That one's just Start over. Luckily, I kept that long enough that got my sloppy old fingerprints all over it. That's where I wish my window tint guy. Yeah, I don't understand people that are, you know, people like us that bust our butt, and you got deadbeats out there that just want to steal from. But there's a special place for them. It's the same way with people that abuse animals. There's a special place for them too. Oh, that one even went on better. Yeah, we had a neighbor one time that she was moving to Iowa, and she told me to keep an eye on the place. And she had some friends that she give a bunch of stuff to and that. And it wasn't 30 minutes after she got in her car, loaded up and that, I seen the truck turn back and come back around. The truck pulled in the front yard, which the front of the house was actually the back, the way they built the house. But on the side, it had the air conditioning unit and that. And I told my wife, I said, I'm going to go get my video camera and stuff. And so I started recording them. And he cut all the lines to that and everything. He loaded that up. He went back in the house. I guess he had a key. Went back in the house, pulled the unit out inside the house also. Come out with a roll of wire and stuff. And down the road they went. And the lady was nice enough. I called the sister that, you know, the mom had moved in with the sister, so she'd give me her number. And I told her, you know, what had just happened. And it was about 30 minutes later, the sheriff showed up and these people showed back up. And they set everything back in the house. And if that would have been me, friend or no friend, them people would have went to jail. But she was nice enough to let them just bring the stuff back. And when I talked to the builder that bought the place, they had to go in there and remodel it. He said when he tore that system out, he said he was definitely, you know, I told him, I said it took him about between 7 and 10 minutes to do this. And I was like, you know, that's crazy. I thought about going, you know, taking my pistol and just shoving it in his face when he was over there, but I just figured I'd let the sheriff handle it. And sheriff and I talked about it, and the sheriff that told me, he says, you know, he said I'd have been the same way. He said I'd have let him go to jail, but he said they were kind of friends and friends of the family or something, and the older woman didn't want to press charges. And she said, well, there just must have been a little misunderstanding. And I said, no, they stole the stuff. And on top of that, I'd have made everything I give them, I'd have made them give that all back too. It's just, I can't handle people like that, you know. I want to show you something, guys, that I did. I don't know if you could see it, but it's an easy fix. I don't know if I can get it, but down in this corner, see where it's red right in here? I cut it too short, but I made it enough, a little bit longer over here just in case I did something like that. I do that all the time. And I'll come back with my heat gun, and I could probably peel that back and heat it up and stretch it. This stuff will stretch, but I just wanted to show you. Always leave you just a little extra or enough if you ever tint these, and that it's just another tip I thought I'd share with you guys that over the years I've learned. Yeah, our house has been broke into. We had all our Christmas stuff and a bunch of coins stole one year, and luckily my wife had about $750 in her purse, and luckily her wedding rings and everything was in the purse, and they took the jewelry box and dumped everything that was in the jewelry box into it. So I know what it's all about. We've been broke into twice, and I told the sheriff, I said, I wished I'd have caught him, and he said, no, you don't. He said, when we caught him, he said they had sawed-off shotguns with flashlights on them, and he said, I don't think they'd have been afraid to use them. He said, we got a warehouse. He said, a literal warehouse. They had everything documented, categorized and everything. They were, they had people that, which was stupid, they had all the people that I guess was their buyers and things for the four-wheelers, the cars. So they got a big ring, and he said they were very serious about how they done it. They were very well organized. I'm gonna go get my heat gun again, so hold on, guys. Okay, I'm back. And if you get bored with my stories, just tell me. I just have a habit of yakking. Well, it really wants to stick good today. And yeah, Chuck, I know I shouldn't be doing this. So if you're watching, I'm breaking the law. Or should I say I'm bending it a little bit. There's always got to be one set that has little bubbles that sometimes you can use a heat gun to get them out. Other times you got to leave it alone and let the sun and stuff do its I think I better leave it alone. It's not wanting to cooperate today, guys. Whew, that is very warm. My old fat stubby fingers don't want to fit in there. Minion, as soon as I get on the computer, we'll make you a blue wrench. I'm not in there yet. I need to get on and how's it going? Welcome to my channel. Not a whole lot. I'm just tinting some taillights and stuff. I guess I ought to leave it alone. This one spot up in this corner is just bugging me. I don't know. I may end up going back and redoing it. I'm probably boring you guys to death. I probably ought to cover over his license plate, but I never even thought what Coldens was talking about this morning. What's up? How's it going, Russ? I got here after a license to Coldens Custom Stem his strain in the morning. Yeah, Also, guys, on this stuff, you got to watch it because it will shrink if you do get it too hot. I may have got too much water. I may just go to the next one. I think I'm gonna leave it alone. Let's go over here to the next one, finish it up. Then I'll come back to that one because I'll try not to get this license plate. I don't think he'd care because he's one of them that, oh goodness. Yeah. Make sure I'm lined up and everything. I already cut this one this morning. And then I decided to go live stream, and I wanted to show you guys what I was up to. So hopefully it won't be too This is one of the easiest mods to do, and that's why I started buying. I was buying them pre-cut and stuff, but what it was costing me for pre-cut, I can get the stuff myself and do it for what I pay for the custom cut ones. I can buy 2 rolls. I really need to figure my plotter out because there's a program for these 4 stuff like this that I could put it on my plotter, and I could just put in Dodge Challenger Hellcat and that one I should have cleaned a little better. It's got a lot of dirt up in there. But it's a little bit late now, so. Black on black, boy, it looks good. If I don't screw it up. Like I did that one, I tore it. Wow. I think I can fix it though. Cut that one a little bit too short. I'm doing good today. Doing real good today. So what are y'all working on today? Three watching still? Cool. SRT Cherokee, oh yeah. Borla exhaust. I wanted that for my Challenger, but I just didn't have the money to. So I got the Flowmasters. I've got a set of MagnaFlow mufflers sitting at the house, but I haven't decided. I may put them on my Camaro if I ever finish it. I do too. I thought about putting them on my truck too. There's nothing wrong with Flowmaster either, but the MagnaFlow just sounds so much better. And I've heard Borla on the Challengers, and I had a friend, if he'd have just done it right and listened to a couple of us, he had the full Borla from the headers back, but he didn't take and have it, the computer, you know, you got to do something to the computer and that when you do the headers and stuff, and he wouldn't listen to us, and I think he burnt 2 valves, I think is what he said. He said, you know, he kind of wished he'd listened to us now. But he, whatever it was, it cost him a pretty... And you'll find out, guys, I know more about the old school stuff, working, you know, on the old school stuff than I mean, I can do exhaust, I'll do from the cat back, I'll do the headlights, or if somebody wants door handles or something like that shaved, you know, the door I can do the simple stuff like that. But when it gets into the high-tech stuff, I'll leave it to you experts out there that work on them every day, because I'll be the first to admit I have no clue on the new vehicles. I've done a lot of the old school stuff, you know, Mustangs, Camaros, Challengers, GTOs, you name it. I've done it, and I've been in a lot of them. You know, like I said, I grew up with a bunch of older guys when I was coming up in school and stuff, and that was my deal. I was just, that's where I got the name Motorhead, was because I was just a fanatic on it. Well, thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. And if you guys notice, I get sidetracked. I'm one of them guys that... I'm one of them old timers that do. Especially if you get me talking about old school cars. All right, thanks, man. I appreciate it. You have any videos or anything? Hey, Colton Custom, I got a question. Do you guys have a any embroidery places up there that does custom custom upholstery? Like, I'm looking for somebody that can put the Joker and Harley Quinn on my. I've already got the headrest done. I just need them to put the characters or whatever on there, and I'm trying to find a couple I found one, but I'm not paying what they want. It's just, you know, that's just, I don't mind paying for something, but they're wanting me a setup fee on both of them, and that, and I know I can send them enough business once I get the car at shows and things that you know, they'll be overwhelmed. And I just didn't know if you guys have a place up there you might use, or I know there's one in Texas, and there's another one some lady in our club had tried out, but I'm not real sure if I like the quality of work, because you could see some of the threads and things, you know, where the machine had stopped. You know, I may go with them, but I'd just like to yeah, see, that's, I thought about asking Auto Pro if he knew. And I thought about getting into that. That's, you know, if you can get one of them machines and that, but you got to watch out, because I know several. I've talked to a lady that used to do it, and she said she can't because she got a cease and desist letter from Dodge. Yeah, I'm sure Chuck knows too. I just need to ask him or try to remember. Well, I think I'm gonna leave that for now. Come back to it and check on it, let it dry a little bit, but you can see oh golly, that's hard on old man. I got two things left on it, and then I can start on the old kick plates. But I'm gonna take a little break. It's 11:02. Thank you. I try. I should turn on the air, but I don't want to be get all hot and that, and then have to go back out in the shop and get all stoved up or make me lazy. See if I can't set you guys up to where this sure does drain your battery quick. I just charged this an hour ago and it's already saying my battery's they're still there, at least. Too far away. What's up, Nick? What are you up to? You bring us lunch? Yeah, I'm learning that. Sometimes it's hard to do, like especially when you're with a truck. Like when I'm in my truck. Fixing VW. I probably should have known that. if I can't sit you guys up here and crank you down here. Hopefully I'll get all this set up at the house to where I won't have to worry about all this stuff. That might work. I can't stand looking up at y'all. Give me a stiff neck. Let me try this. How's that? That's a lot better. And I can plug you in. You don't want to see the ceiling. Try to get you level here, guys. Yeah, I can't believe how fast that eats your battery up. I only have a 6S, so I got a friend that's got, I think it's a 7, or he buys a new one seems like every 6 months or so, or whenever he can upgrade. And I told him from now on I wanted the leftovers. I'd buy them. And I'm trying to get him to, because the other one's thrown in the closet, and he said he just didn't like it. So I don't know what it is he didn't like, but I told him I'd give him $50 for it. I know he paid at least $800 for the, I'm sure. You talking to me, Nick, or? And two of them, they want them done by Friday, and I understand one of them, he's got a show stuff that he's going to, so looking to see if anybody else was streaming. Yeah, I'm getting a bad connection, Nick. It sucks. I don't know if it's my phone or if it's because I used up all I don't think it matters. I've got AT&T here, and I've got Cox at the house, and I don't know. It's just the basic stuff, and just my phone or what? A lot of it I do off my phone, so. Shoot. I should have. Oh. How's Volkswagen business going? This stupid thing is just. When I was out there in the shop and I get into the y'all left me. Says I have 3 watching now, but sometimes slow is good though. I know you don't like you don't the big bucks or whatever, but sometimes I like it when it's, you know, steady. It's them times that come in and want to hurry. Maybe if I try it there. I know, try it in a different plug. Who knows? Still says very bad connection. Yeah, I finally got it. I'm just having to put it on my selfie stick and kind of hold it. Hopefully it'll work. Man, whew. I should have drank a pot of coffee. Tell you the truth, I'm not that hungry. Yeah, if this thing was fully charged, I would mine keeps freezing up. I'm watching it on the computer. I don't know what the heck. See if I can't set you here. Not that it's gonna matter. Hopefully you guys won't fall. I don't understand why it keeps doing that with the connection. I never. Maybe I need to go out and see out there. I'll be closer to the router. Just won't be able to see on. Maybe that'll work, guys. I don't know. Well, sorry about that. Whew. Burning the candle at both ends. Did y'all see these? Custom door seals. You have to cut the plastic out, but what's nice about it, when he makes these, he'll put passenger side, driver's side. That way you know. And then he sends the instructions with them. Wow. Nothing like dropping you guys on your head. Yeah, I like them too. I want to set for my Joker car, but I called and talked with him, and I don't think I'll get them, because what I want done is just, there's too much custom stuff there, that, and I can spend that on my airbrush. Reading the instructions. At least to give you all the hardware. Most of the time I use my own harness and stuff, but I'm gonna go by the way he. How's my day been? It's been good. It's been very productive. I got the product in, you know, the Hellcat door seal. I'm going to the eye doctor Friday, so you know, that's going to cut out part of my. I got to have the Hellcat and the four-wheeler done, and then I called the gal that I'm dipping the. I don't think I do. I think I have them. got one more I wasn't happy with, but I hydro dipped these for a young lady. I don't know if you can see them, but I went to one of them, didn't know what to do, so I hydro dipped them for, I think I'm going to cut her a break on them. Fixed 6 cars since 8 o'clock. Wow. You're on a roll. I think I'm going to invent a booster for us guys for our phones and things. So hear me say it. And so overall, how's your week? Are you booked up? Still there, Nick? I'm just gonna have to get out. Are you still? This sucks, guys. I apologize. I don't know if it's because I plugged in. I see I got one left. I may just get off here till my phone charges. I don't know. Being a piece of junk. Telling me it's a very bad connection. I was having the same problem last night. I was doing fine earlier up until my battery started getting dead, and this crazy thing's not working. If you guys could see how I have it propped up and that, you'd laugh. Looks like I got 3 of you back finally. Nick, I was just asking you if you had a big stuff on your plate this week, or looks like 4 of you are back. For some reason it keeps asking that back, or unless you're doing that. Not really? Yeah. Like I said, I've got all the Hellcat and stuff, and hopefully I'll get some more. I need to get that other mirror done for that lady. I think I'm going to give her a break on it, because I've had it for a little while, but she's understanding that. Very understanding. But my wife tells me that all the time, I'm too nice. But you know, she was one of them that paid me right up front, and she said, well, I'll pay you the rest. And I just give people a break like that. You said you was there by yourself? Right now I'm here by myself. Usually I have an older gentleman that comes about noon or so that I need to start tearing into that Hellcat, but I'm in no hurry to. He just keeps adding to the list. I don't know if you have people do that. Well, it's in here for whatever, and then they add. So like I told him, I'll just do him a running ticket. And on them 6 cars you worked on, do you have to do all the tickets yourself, or how's that work? Of course it's going to stay on now. Yeah, I like to jam my music. I'll get different customers coming in, and there's sometimes I may like country, and then there's other days I may have it on rock, classic rock, and there's some days that, you know, I want heavy metal, and, you know, I just, it's like me in cars. There's different moods for me, and I jam to it all. So I get a lot of people can't believe that I even listen to some of the newer, you know, like rap and different things. There's some of it I can tolerate. I like to listen to Eminem too. You know, I've had people, you know, I can't believe at your age you're listening to stuff like that. But and I like Marilyn Manson and some of them. So, you know, I'm like I said, I always tease my wife, they broke the mold when they made me, because I got so many different outlets and things that, and she definitely will agree with you. Y'all ever see the 15-inch Craftsman? I've got probably 3 or 4 of these. My brother-in-law used to work for Craftsman, and people would bring them back, and the adjuster on them would stick. And a lot of them didn't know that there was a little, or I don't know if they didn't know that you could adjust this screw, but I'd usually take it out and put the, I can't think of it's the glue or the oil you put in the wrenches and things, but I'd put a little bit on that, and then when I'd screw it in there, and this one you can hear, I don't know. But this thing has got me out of some tight spots. I know you're not supposed to use it, but I didn't know if anybody'd ever seen the big 15-inch Craftsman. And I've had that one, like I said, for years. I've got one here, one at the house, and then I think I give a buddy one. But I just thought I'd throw that out. I don't know what the heck I'm just rambling. It's lunchtime. I'm still tired from yesterday. My shop is very peaceful. And I don't have any drama. That's one thing I don't miss, is drama. I think I read that right, hopefully. I don't have my glasses on. I get tired of wearing them. I need to get my contacts. Trying to dust off all my got my Cuda, one of my dream cars right there. Another dream car, Roadrunner. Another dream car. And I would have it just like that. I would love to paint one green. Of course, I would detail all this. It would be so. Is everybody at lunch? I don't even know how many we have in here right now. This thing's not, at least I got it where it's not a bad connection. Oh yeah, I've had, yeah. And we've got a, thank goodness he moved. But I had a gentleman that used to live, if you see that door right there, I know when I first came, for some reason that door had to be opened up, or it was, yeah, green all the way. Anyway, I put a lock on the door and that, and the fire marshal had, you know, he said he didn't have a problem with that, but we needed, when we were both here, he wanted it open, and now we don't have to. And the guy that's over there next door now, he has his own Mac toolbox up against there, and then I put the lock on it and that. But yeah, he'd come over every now and then. I hate to move you guys because the stream's doing good, but I don't know if I can open. That's one of my drawers. Oh, there you went. This is my favorite drawer right here, guys. And I couldn't get this in green, otherwise they'd be green. But I agree, green all the way. Probably should have never moved you. Hopefully you're level. Yeah, I'm not too hep on them borrowing any of my tools at all. Somewhere I put a water down. Sorry, I'm back. Yeah, that's the way I am. If they want to use them, yeah, I can't do it anymore. It just, and usually it's the Snap-on ones, you know, your other cheapy ones don't. And it's funny, that's the first thing when somebody goes to use one of my, I've got Pride screwdrivers, and I've got my good Snap-on screwdrivers, and that's the first one somebody will grab, is the danged Snap-on one to pry something. That's why I tell them I have pry bars, you know, that's what they're made for. Yeah, people don't understand why I get so upset about it. But you know, we pay too much for our tools, and then for it to come up missing. Crap. Crap, 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 crap. You guys just keep repeating over and over. I don't know what's going on there, but probably bad connection. Are you guys still on here? Something's not right, that's for sure. Yeah, I get people doing that to me too. I've had a buddy do that with my trailer. Brought it back to the house. It's kind of irritating, especially when you have good friends do that to your tools. Well, that one turned out good. Wish I could take them back ones out and do that good. Well, guys, I'm going to get off of here. I got somebody here. I will see you later.